Hello everyone, Space Oyster here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age. In the last episode, we tackled two completely irrelevant hunts, and in this episode I think we'll be doing two more before moving on with doing other things that aren't hunts, since we're actually pretty close to getting them all done. Anyway, the two I've got lined up for today are actually quite easy, if this guide is to be believed. You know what, I have no reason not to believe it. Anyway, I think they're both accepted from here in... well, not here in Bujerba, but from a hunt board, which we have here in Bujerba. The Psycho Demon. Let's see this. Yeah, I read this one is like super easy. And then the next one will be the Wild Malboro. Yep, okay. So it looks like they're in completely different areas. Let's just do the Psycho Demon for now by flying to Bur-Omises. Or if we can't fly there, then we can teleport. Fortunately, for being in Bujerba, the teleport crystal and the aerodome are the exact same place. Very, very handy. Anyway, I think that Pokemon Uranium might be a contender for my next Let's Play. Although I'm pretty sure other people were going to be able to do it much better than I could. But I would love to be able to give it a shot. What can't I see down there? You know, it doesn't matter. We're going to the Paramana Rift. I suppose it would have been quicker to just use a teleport stone, but it's not like it really matters one way or the other. Yeah, the Uranium game is a whole lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it. It's kind of nice to get a completely fresh Pokemon experience again. Pokemon Ultra Sun just did not feel fresh to me. Like, I didn't do as much endgame stuff as I normally do with one of those games. It's the same problem with Black and White too. Same setting and similar premise makes it pretty much indistinguishable from the other game it's based off of. Yeah, just killing these guys so Ash can catch up on her license board. She's only slightly behind, though. Only slightly. Anyway, despite the Koga Blade being a bit weaker than most of the Ninja Sword I got now, and I'm going to assume all the other Ninja Swords I'm going to get, I'm gonna keep it around because it's Earth Element, and Shikari being a high hit class can use that Earth Element. Vaughn will be able to use that Earth Element to the best of his abilities. Then again, Vaughn doesn't really need that because he can summon Hashmal. So many things to consider. Anyway, Adonis, the fates have brought you to us once again. You have come for the Psycho Demon? That which you must slay was one gifted with great magical powers, yet he wanted more, and so fell into darkness. He shares the name Ashcroft. He is my twin. Drunk on his power, the darkness stole his heart. So did his grace Anastasis cast him out. This was 10 years ago. In his wisdom, Anastasis laid a veil upon my brother's memories. Yet with Anastasis's death, the veil was lifted. My brother began to visit me in my dreams. Not as he was in life, but as the horrible Psycho Demon, wandering the wilds. In my dream, I saw where he wanders. He goes to the forbidden holy land of Giruvegan. He passes the Gate of Fire. He seeks to consort with the Undying. Please, defeat him before it is too late. Save my brother's soul. kind of a plot hole, I think. Monteblack mentioned that he gets only the most dangerous of hunts. This thing sounds very dangerous, a lot more dangerous than a lot of the ones we got from Monteblack himself. So, plot hole or just the hunts you get from Monteblack being their own self-contained stories? Like with the Cluckatrice and the Rock Toys. Anyway, he is over by the... Ooh, excuse me. So he's going to be in XII. So let's just teleport there. And as for the exact spot we're going into XII, he'll be in this area, the Gate of Fire, just like that guy said. And if you need some better reminder of where that is than me basically saying it, the Gate of Fire was the area right before we fought the Tyrant, the big boss right in front of the Great Crystal. Oh, that's actually really pretty. I wonder where this is relative to that skyline we saw. Anyway, we have no need to explore or hit every section, so let's just make our way straight to where we need to be. What's that thing? Did I not pick up the map for this area? Huh. I did not. Weird. How did I miss that? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. I pretty much mapped this place out in its entirety. XII is one of the few places that doesn't have many invisible paths, or too many tricks to it. Or maybe I'm just too stupid to notice the invisible paths. Who knows? What I do know is I still like this area. So interesting to explore, and so very, very different from everywhere else in the game. Honestly, if it wasn't for the Pharaoh's Lighthouse being so obviously the very definitely final dungeon, this place would have definitely felt like it. Although then again, since you do visit Pharaoh's after this, it could be like a red herring? Although, I don't know if this really counts as a red herring. Another thing, since my characters are floating, does that mean they could theoretically run in places where there is no ground? I mean, I know they can't, but if they weren't restricted by the limitations of me playing a game, would they be able to? Or does float only work in a sense that's relative to the ground? So many questions. Anyway, as for other considerations, Dark Souls Remastered should be out by the time I'm done with my next Let's Play. I could do that one as a Let's Play as well, but Dark Souls has been Let's Played to hell and back, and by people definitely more competent at it than I could ever hope to be. Maybe that's part of the problem, is me just assuming I'm horrible at Dark Souls. Or, Maybe I just simply have a tough time grasping the aspects of it that would make it more interesting to watch me play. I'm a filthy casual, so I tend to use a lot of ranged stuff like bows and magic. Huh. How did that happen? I don't know. Yeah, I'll just keep the the winged boots where they are for now, since there aren't too many traps here, but I'm also too lazy to take them off of the people who have them equipped, since they're somewhat handy. And then I did also get a second demon shield, the shield that Fran has equipped, but ever since Vaughn started picking up ninja swords and Balthier picked up great swords, neither of them have been equipping shields. I guess I can just hold on to it if I ever do equip someone else with a shield. Alright, we're almost there. Fortunately, there's a save crystal for us to touch right there. Ooh, it's so shiny. Alright, and then we go in here. And this guide is saying it was on the west side. We're currently on the southeast. Okay. Now that we've beaten that big baddie, there are enemies here. And they're inconvenient and a bit of a hassle. But nothing we haven't already seen here before, so no need to worry. I think I saw it over here. Yep, there he is. Alright, let's get him dispelled, just in case he has anything good. That's a lot of spells, apparently. I have no idea what that fog ability does. But yeah, the recommended level to tackle this guy was level 40-ish. That looks like fog drains MP. Oh, look at that, he's already dead. Alright, let's report this one back and then hunt down our next one. Yeah, let's speed things up. And, well, I guess I can go ahead and cut ahead to when we get back to him, and I'll see you guys there. Alright, here we are. Let's report our success. So, you have saved the soul of my brother. In his place, I thank you. You are strong indeed. But do not fall victim to your own strength, or your companions will know the same despair as I. Do not become as my brother. Ooh, dark shot. Neat. Although, since my machinist is paired up with black mage, or not black mage, but red battle mage, I already have access to the dark element on my machinist, so redundant, unless I have another one of my classes that can pick up some guns, and I did not do that. So fun, fun, fun. Alright. Anyway, time to get to our next hunt. Petitioner. Fortunately, they're close enough that I can just... they're close enough to a teleport crystal, I can just go there and then talk to them, and I won't need to cut out that part. Although it might help. I don't know. You know what? We're already on our way. Commit. We're committing. This place kind of reminds me of a few of the forests you explore in Tales of Symphonia. The music in particular. I don't know if they got the same composer. I love the guy who does Tales of Symphonia's music. I believe his name's Motoi Sakuraba. Amazing composer. I love all of his stuff. Anyway, we're looking for a woman named Rena. I think I went to the wrong area. Yeah, I went to the wrong area. I might have to do some more cutting around. Anyway, some notable games that he did the music for was, of course, Eternal Sonata, the Tales of series. I think he's done all the music for that. And then there's also... Oh, look, there's Rena. He also did it for Golden Sun. Can you feel it? This vileness on the wind, dulling the senses. I would have you vanquish this wild Malboro. Deep in Gulmore Jungle, a wild Malboro is come to the mist-shrouded trails of the Feywood. Viera a keen of sense, the wild Malboro is a natural foe to us. Even now, the winds carry the stench of one such through the wood. The scouts we have sent return overcome with its foulness. Chris, of our wood warders, second only to Rail, left to destroy this abomination, yet returned as the others, her senses stricken by filth. We had thought them long extinct, but before the beast claimed her sight, Kiers confirmed our fears. We faced a wild Malboro. We suspect this creature survived within the Feywood, held in check by the fell bloom Rafflesia. With Rafflesia's defeat, it ranges now far abroad. Still, the wood warders would not look without for aid, but we cannot ignore the threat to wood and village. Even in such circumstance, an apprentice may not leave the village, much to my frustration. But you can go where I might not. Make for the Feywood. Fell the wild Malboro. Wait, so if this wild Malboro is distinct because it's wild, does that make every other Malboro, like, tame or domestic? Have we been slaughtering people's pets? I mean, I know that one lady kept one as a pet and she named it Carrot and it was adorable. Talk about a crisis. Alright, anyway, I don't think there's a teleport crystal in front of the, Rafflesia. It's in the boss room where we fought Rafflesia. I don't think it has the same effect, though, so we don't have to worry about that. And I'm going the wrong way. You know what? It's fine. We can work our way around this. So much going on. But yeah. Ugh. If I didn't need these license points, I would totally be ignoring all this stuff. Yeah, the music for all those games that Motoi Sakuraba's done, amazing. The first one of those I actually played, though, was Golden Sun. And yeah, that game series has seriously astounding music for a Game Boy Advance game. So much so that when they put a sequel on the Nintendo DS, the music wasn't all that distinctly better. Most of it was remixes, but yeah, the GBA stuff still holds up to this day. I highly recommend you check it out. Maybe I should do Golden Sun next. I don't know, at the same time, Golden Sun hasn't been aging well. But it is a game I really like. It was the very first RPG I ever played, and so it's pretty much become the RPG by which I compare every other RPG. Which I guess kind of works since it's very basic. Maybe basic's the wrong word. I don't know. I just really like it. I'd recommend trying it out. Although Game Boy Advance games can be tough to come by. Fortunately, there is a save crystal right in front of where this hunt's gonna be at, so we don't need to worry about being extremely weakened. I did forget that there was a lot of foggy areas here. Okay, Ash, you're gonna want to equip your opal ring. Kinda glad these things boost magic power too. That's a really nice touch and I love it! There's a part to the north of it. Get to explore, I think. I think that's what that means. No, that's not right. Never mind. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I do know that Balthier gained a level, though. And Ash gained a level. Yay, everyone's 53. My time for grinding is gonna be shorter now. Alright. So, before going in, I highly recommend setting up your gambits for decoy and bubble and all that fun stuff. And then I also highly recommend running around as your decoy target. Since this is a Malboro, you know it has bad breath. So Balthier gets his day in the limelight. Alright, let's go on in. So, yeah, there he is, and he's surrounded by a bunch of littler Malboros. You can take care of them pretty quickly with their Eroga spell, so let your red battle mage or black mage cut loose. Although Balthier's so strong, he takes him out in one hit. Alright, and let's get this guy taken care of. Oh, sorry, he has putrid breath. Yay, and we didn't even have to deal with any of his stuff, because everyone was just that strong. Maybe I didn't even need to put on the, decoy, or not decoy, but bubble. You know what? It never hurts to be prepared. Alright. Now to make our way back to Eryut Village. Yeah, I'll go ahead and cut ahead and I'll meet you guys back there. Alright, we're back here. The stench drifting from the Feywood is no more. You have rid us of the wild Malboro, have you not? Those taken ill have begun to recover. You have earned your bounty with honor. Take it. It comes from Raelle herself. Elucid? Eclid Sextant. I think that's the strongest measure in the game. Raelle learned of my call to the world outside of for aid. I had thought she would upbraid me for my misdeed, but she bade me bring you that reward instead. Go now, with her thanks and my own. Yeah, let me double check that actually. Penelo. Yeah, it's under the last license for measures, and neat. Okay, moving on. Well, actually, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call that an episode here. Next time, we'll be tackling the very last hunt I've got planned for now. I read a little bit ahead. There's just one more. And then I'll get on to other stuff. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Spaced Oyster, signing out.